Hello everyone, my name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Green Book. Academy Award nominee Viggo Mortensen and Academy Award winner Mahershala Ali star in Green Book, a film inspired by a true friendship that transcended race, class, and the 1962 Mason-Dixon line. When Tony Lip, a bouncer from an Italian-American neighborhood in the Bronx, is hired to drive Dr. Don Shirley, a world-class black pianist, on a concert tour from Manhattan to the Deep South, they must rely on the Green Book to guide them to the few establishments that were then safe for African Americans. Confronted with racism, danger, as well as unexpected humanity and humor, they are forced to set aside differences to survive and thrive on the journey of a lifetime. This is a 2018 film. It's rated PG-13, but I don't think that's correct. It should be rated R. And it does run 2 hours and 10 minutes. It stars Viggo Mortensen, Mahershala Ali, and Linda Cardellini. This is Green Book. Well, obviously this was in theater, and I don't know if I was feeling like going to see it or not, but I didn't. Obviously there was competition, and this one just kind of fell through the cracks. It is worth seeing, and I did enjoy myself. I'll say that to start. I'll start off with what I usually do, I suppose, is the acting. That very much makes it very award worthy in this movie. The acting is very good. Viggo is appropriate for this film, and Ali is just the person that they were meant to have in that role. You know, like, this is one of those movies where, yeah, I think the people who were meant to play these roles is what they probably built the movie around. So it's very worth it for their acting jobs. I did not appreciate Viggo Mortensen, his character and his dialogue with cussing every single chance he got. That's why I don't think this movie should be rated PG-13. I think it should be rated R, is for abundant language by this Tony Lip and character. And it just... You know, I just wish there were some movies out there that were award-worthy or win awards, and they're just clean. You know, they're just family-friendly. They just cut out all the language, and it just be a culture change, you know, for everyone. That we'd be able to enjoy these movies without having to endure all this language all the time. And I know it's accurate for the area, you know, of Brooklyn or Philadelphia or wherever they're at, you know, and I can tell, you know, with it being Italian, you know, you're not scared of anything, but we've seen Italian movies or Greek movies or movies like that that are family friendly. I don't think there would have been anything wrong with this one, you know, just cutting out the language and being family friendly. I really wish they would have gone more towards the PG-13 ranking that they got, but I really think with all the language that they've had that it should be rated R. So, this movie is a true story, and I'm usually on the fence if I like them or not. But this one is an original story that we, you know, get to hear about the tale. It's not like it was national news or a big event in our history. It's just somebody's original story that they want to tell that was based on true events, and it's worth telling. You know, it's very interesting. A couple things is that I don't think I was very impressed by the piano playing. We don't get to see it that much. We get to see a song here and a song there, and we can just tell he's really good. But we can't really tell that he's like a mastermind, and everything he acts, you know, just doesn't paint good enough of an image for how good he is on the piano. It's like he's good, but he acts like he's better. So I didn't enjoy that part of the movie so much because if I'm around people as musician like I am, and they have high thinking of themselves, I expect them to be the best at what they're doing if they're gonna act like that. And with the way that Ali was, acting in this movie as his personality, his everyday personality of, being a doctor and being, privatized school and playing in front of posh crowds, I expected him to be a little bit better on the piano. So maybe I have way too unrealistic standards, but I just expected him to be better at the piano, maybe have a couple more scenes of more impressive music. Towards the end is his best moment, but it's not the best moment in a movie I've seen. Whiplash's end, Moulin Rouge, other music movies I've seen just amazing things for the performance of what the artist is doing. The step up movies, the end dances and stuff, those blow my mind, and nothing with his piano playing blew my mind. Sorry. So, the only other element of this movie is the topics that they cover, and that's always tough to talk about. Like really to listen to, but to watch in a movie and then have to talk about it is tough for me. I know that this country has its race issues, and it always has, and it probably always will. And it's tough to watch in movies because it's just uncomfortable. I mean, it's like slapping people in the face to say, "Hey, you have to watch this because this is what this country really is, and we're gonna try and turn it into an entertainment topic." We're making a big old movie. We're hoping it's successful, but we have these tough elements in it, and people that do this, yeah, their movies are effective. They're very hard hitting. They're very awakening for the subject, but is it really what you want to watch over and over again? I mean, it's just not entertaining. It's dramatic. It's tough to watch and all that, but is it really anybody's favorite movie? They really churn out the stuff in here. It has to deal with homosexuality. Has to deal with bullying. Has to do with the race issue with the toilet. It has to do with being able to eat in a restaurant or not. Being out after sundown. There's lots of stuff in here, and every single time something gets brought up, it's like, what am I supposed to think? Am I supposed to feel sorry for Ali's character? Am I supposed to really hate these other people? It's just how the country was back then. It is history. It's factual history. It's not anything to get anybody riled up. And, I mean, if you experience something nowadays that is racist, yeah, we hear it on the news. It's very much out of place nowadays. But back then, when this movie was made, it's very vivid. It's very what it was. People had to deal with it. Yeah, it enraged them, but there wasn't much to be done about it. So, I think the best part of this movie is when Ali is able to rise above that circumstances that he finds himself in, and he's able to call someone to get him out of the situation that he's in. And that's when I understand why you're presenting something in a movie, is when you can have somebody rise above it. That's entertainment, that's storytelling, that's structure. That's great. Everything else just kind of made me feel bad. And there's one scene where they just kind of drive by some workers in the field, and I don't really understand why that was in here. It's just something else to put in there, and it's just kind of sad. So, honestly, I had a good time with this movie. It's, like I said, it's really close on being family friendly. It's very funny a lot of different times. It's genuinely funny. The hard stuff is really hard to watch, so it's vivid, so it keeps your attention. And the story structure is from the beginning to the end. Straightforward. It's what I like. It's enjoyable. It keeps you interested. You know what's coming, but you want to, you're on your seat to see what's going to happen next. It gives you a chance to throw in a twist or two, and people won't see it coming because they're just going along for the ride. And I like movies like this. I just wish they didn't have the cussing, and honestly, I just can't say that it's one that I want to watch ever again because it's kind of a once in a lifetime experience, unless you just completely forget everything that happened in the movie, many years later. It's entertaining, it's nice, it's funny. I like the storytelling approach. I like how they explain things to us at the end about what happened to these characters, and I think it's just a good time. So I'm going to give it my highest possible rating other than saying that I'd like to buy it and watch it again. So I'm going to give Green Book a B+. I do, suggest watching it if you can deal with the language. Otherwise, maybe wait for it to come on TV in a couple years and where the language is cut out, or if there becomes available a clean version, watch that. Because it is really a good time, and I think anybody can watch it. I just wish that they would have dealt away with the language first, but that's just what it is. So, a B+ for Green Book. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would, and enjoy your movies. Thanks.